Hello, Guardians. It is Ebontis here, and today I want to work on the Veles Labyrinth Legend difficulty Lost Sector with you guys. Of course, you've got extra shields, match game, and locked equipment, so you're stuck with what you take in there. I've got Hive Champions, so you've got Barrier and Unstoppable. Mostly a lot of Knights and one Unstoppable Ogre, so not too bad. Hive modifier is Fire Pit, so when you kill certain enemies, they're going to have fire at their feet. Destination modifier, you're going to have increased solar and environmental damage taken, so solar's going to hurt a little bit. And then arc damage is going to be big coming at you. You've got knights and things, so got to be careful. Also, you're going to have a lot of Explodey Thrall. So, again, arc damage coming your way. Got to be careful about it. As I'm doing this today, it is February 20th. We are showing legs today, but as this is Season of the Chosen, if you're looking for chest, it's probably going to be a couple days away, so never too far away. But let me talk about the loadout real quick. So for me, I am running anti-barrier on my sniper rifle. You can also do anti-barrier on a scout rifle. It's pretty much your choice. Sniper's nice to be able to put out damage when you want to, hit some things at range. If you got a scout rifle that you love, though, also an option. And then on the other side, we've got unstoppable. For unstoppable, you've got two options, which is going to be pulse or hand cannon. Just to mix it up, I wanted to go pulse just because I have one that fits. And I got the third axiom. This is one of the new Vanguard pulse rifles. It's arc. So that one's actually pretty beneficial. If you don't have this specifically, you might have to go kinetic pulse and then, say, sniper in this category. And if you did that one, honestly, you just need to make sure you do have some arc resistance or arc weapon, because you are going to be dealing with some knight shields. You have like one or two wizards, and the second wizard's almost optional. Hence why I'm going solar subclass for those. But you are going to have a decent amount of arc shields, at least on a few knights that you've got to deal with, so make sure you have some arc as well. If you want to use any rocket launcher, it's pretty much up to you. This one has tracking. This one has tracking. If I want to use my code Duello for solar, I could do that as well, just so you guys can see that this is like stuff that you should be able to get. That's an option. If you wanted to switch it, I could go arc here for a heavy to deal with the arc. I could go sniper here for solar, and then up here, I could totally go, what am I doing? Pulse rifle up here. This would be another option. So almost the same loadout, just hitting things in different places and a different heavy. However you want to do this, again, it's your option. Main pieces, you've got arc on a few. You're going to have solar on like one, maybe two wizards that you'll really care about. And then everything else is mostly going to be the champions. So I'm going to go with the loadout. I just finished it on just because this third axiom's new, and it's got this one for all perk, so testing it out. And then when it comes to rocket launchers, I'm going to go with, what are my new ones here? Field Prep, Ambitious Assassins, my code Duello, or Impulse Amplifier and Cluster Bomb. Why not get a little extra damage? So this doesn't have tracking, so you guys can see if I do miss. Again, whatever your heavy is, make sure you turn on Scavenger, turn on Ammo Finder. All those things that are going to make sure that you get as much ammo as possible for your heavy, and you're going to have a little bit of a better time. So I am all set up here. Also, whatever chest you're running, it never hurts to run resistance on whatever it is. I'm got an arc chest right now, so I'm running arc resist. Even if you only have like 4 energy in there, some reserves and arc resistance, maybe a little energy for this, you don't even have to max this thing out. 7 only takes enhancement cores, easiest thing to get for infusion, and you could still have all of this going on. This is just a bonus, so why not? Alright, that being said, let's go inside. And I'm under it right now, so that's why Randall the Vandal's sitting up top, so let's go inside. Alright, first thing you're going to be doing is being kind of stuck in this little labyrinth area. Biggest thing, just hang to the right. So anywhere you go, always go to the right, and you'll get out of here. You're going to be greeted by some Thrall first, and those are arc, so be careful. Then you're going to be greeted by first Thrall as we get farther down. Give those few a little bit. Then if you watch the radar as they come up here, you'll have a few down this hallway. I usually like to shoot them so they don't just come up behind me. And then you've got the fun little hallway, so it's not really too bad. This one's actually somewhat of a short lost sector. Keep holding right, hold right. And once you start really descending down to this long one, you'll know you kind of hit the next area. Champion will appear. Now when the champion appears, it's going to be a barrier knight, so you've got to deal with him in this tunnel, which is interesting. But you're also going to have a lot of Thrall coming at you. Thrall, Curse Thrall. This tunnel gets a little busy, so this is why I hang back, kind of let these guys pull in, if I can help it a little bit. Watch the Barrier Knight, see if you can put some damage on him. See if we can actually use the Curse Thrall. That's why the arc is bad. So if he goes, there you go, switch over and be ready. Now this is where I'm going to shoot a rocket down there. And apparently the explosions killed him. So, not too shabby. Now the Curse Thrall are pretty speedy when they're far away. So be careful. There's a lot of guys that end up coming through here, so yep, we're not done. Slowly creep up, get a few more. Slowly creep up, get a few more. Curse Thrall worked out pretty well there, but a rocket, couple shots, just something heavy to knock that Barrier Knight will work out fairly well. Apparently got some materials. Got some of these Acolytes over here. Gotta hit my 3 enemies. Now the Barrier Knight's up top. He will typically move as soon as you creep out at all. He usually won't sit there. If he does, honestly, just like take a second and wait until you can scoot on by, because he will eventually get out of your way. Come on. I can see your head. There you go. Now, last time you moved a lot sooner. Okay, so I'm just going to go for the run. Try and get by. Then if you can get underneath him, he'll move. He'll definitely go to the other side. There we go. All right, so once you come up the stairs, make sure rockets are reloaded. It's a good way to get a nice burst once you get that shield broken. You might have some buddies over here, so take out these first. And you'll notice I'm basically head peeking here on the stairs because you can't do too much about it. He's going to about to, yep, there you go. Be ready to put that up. Hit him with a rocket. It's really annoying timing with these thralls. Every time they get up here and get in my way. Now he's probably just about to pop a shield. There we go. And we're good. So those guys are fun, and they come running down this little, rafter here over, probably jumping from over there, actually, if I remember correctly. Either way, just be ready for them. If you get to the point you're going to be overrun with thrall, just run down the stairs. The guy was not going to get you. Chunk a grenade, let him come at you down here. It's pretty easy to manage him from down here, and then go back up and, get your second attempt at the Barrier Knight. Not a big deal. Next thing we are going to deal with is the Unstoppable Ogre. Now, 2 things you can do. 1, if you mess with that wizard, you're probably going to tick off the ogre, so separate those 2. If you're running pulse, just load that unstoppable shot, peek, and don't do it that way. Tag him. Now, if you do this, if you get out of his line of sight, he's not actually going to wander. He's still going to be like, oh, where'd he go? Then if you peek again, hit him again. Now, he might be at a finishable state, especially with Cluster Bomb, but just to be safe. Don't have to make it very hard. Keep it simple. Now, you got a wizard. It's solar. You can do one of 2 things. Go super, kill it if you're running that. If you're running your solar sniper rifle, it's fine. I'm going to use my grenade to try and break the shield. Should have actually reloaded my sniper. Now, if you get the shield broken, you aren't running a whole lot of solar things. You do want to keep some damage on him pretty consistently. That's the key. We'll find him. There we go. The biggest thing is if you have limited options, like for me, it's just my abilities for solar. You want to make sure and break that shield and keep it broken by continuing to, pepper damage on that enemy. Now, these are the arc shields I was talking about. You got a few Revenant Knights. They're not too bad. Again, one gets a shield back. Use the shield pop for each one to break the other. And if you pull back, they might run away, which is fine. If you're using an energy weapon, you're going to have a decent amount of ammo. Let the shield come back up. Pop them for damage. Make your life a little easier. Now, Big Boy is back there, and he is 100% going to be arc. So, you got to find a point where you can get some damage on him. If you get lucky enough for a rocket and he doesn't move, this is why tracking rockets are good. But I did tracking on the last one, so I figured I'd attack this in a different way. He's not too bad on health. I'm about 1,300. He's about 1,300. It works. I have one more shielded guy over here. There we go. All right, and he is down. Now, the nice thing is, again, those rockets. Now, I'm going to try that. So, okay, as you can see, that one rocket almost takes a third of his health down. So you only have to hit him with 3. So if you have a decent amount of rockets out there, you'll probably be okay. Again, if I can get him to stand still, might work out. Watch the guys on the right. They might flank you over here on the outer balcony area. And I can honestly finish him right here. Done. Now, when you kill him, you are going to have some more ads, so be careful. Watch also the fire guys when they're coming at you. You'll notice the acolytes, when they die, they leave the fire on the ground, so that's that actual modifier. Should have only a couple more, but I'm going to try and grab a little bit of ammo. And you'll notice if you want, you could literally come up here and pick this up right now. Now, you'll have a few more ads that appear. I'm trying to clear out everything so you guys can see what happens. Depending on if you're a little slow, somebody's like taking their sweet time, whatever it may be, you're going to have a couple more that come in, and then they all start coming out. And this is a good time to use your super. It's not required, but I'll show this to you anyway. Wait for the big waves. And then when a lot of stuff starts coming, oh, this guy's just a straggler. And I just want to show you guys this because it's not required, but this is like, for some reason, they send out this big wave of enemies, and I don't know why they feel like doing this. It's not required. It's just like a couple giant waves of ads that come after. No champions come later, nothing bonus, and then when the portal goes away, you're officially totally done. So, now we can go ahead and get our loot. And I got some boots, and I actually got a weapon as well, so not a bad draw on this one. So that is Veles Labyrinth. Not too bad. So you're going to have 2 barrier champions, 1 unstoppable champion, and then those shields to manage both solar and arc. And then the boss is arc. So hit him from range, hit him with big stuff. It's going to work. Rockets are not too bad if you get him to stand still. If you get a decent amount, you can miss. You could pepper him down with a primary, though, and you'd still be fine. So overall, this one is really not too bad on this difficulty level. When you crank it up to the next difficulty level, it gets a little dicier. I'll be working through master difficulty lost sectors later. I just want to do everything on legend first so you guys can see all of those come through. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and the alert bell. You guys will see a lot of content coming from me on Destiny for the new season, and also Outriders. I also will be streaming on YouTube, so hit the alert bell so you guys see those. If you enjoyed this video, drop a like below, leave a comment if you have thoughts, loadouts, or otherwise. And you can also find me on twitch.tv/Ebontis and Twitter. Thank you guys very much. See you soon.